Where do you get your recipes?
All of my recipes come from my grandma. She has this recipe book that I keep sacred with me, and all of my recipes came from there. I have altered them just a little bit, adding a little bit extra here, a little taking away a little bit there, but I mean, why mess with perfection?
How would you rate your skill level when it comes to baking?
Well, I would probably say I'm about intermediate. I am not classically, technically, any kind of trained. I just read a recipe and go for it. So, intermediate.
Okay, how would you rate your skill with decorating with traditional buttercream and fondant techniques?
Well, with fondant, I would say, I definitely know what I'm doing. I wouldn't say I'm an expert by far, because if I said I was an expert, then I have nothing else to learn, and I definitely have a lot more to learn. When it comes to buttercream, I would say between intermediate and expert again, just because I'm really good at some things. Like, I can do buttercream flowers like crazy, but when it comes to scroll work, I could use some practice.
Okay, and how would you rate your skill level on pastries and desserts?
Womp womp. I'm not the best. They're not my favorite, so I haven't really practiced at all in any recipes. So I guess the next question.
Okay. How would you rate your decorating skills when under time constraints? Would you get it done quickly, not a problem? I tend to take my time no matter the constraint. I get stressed out and often don't finish. Are you usually happy with the end result?
Always happy with the end result. I would never put out something that I'm not proud of. Stress to time. Well, you know what? All you have to do is take a deep breath, calm yourself, count to 10 if you have the time, and just go for it.
Okay. What, in your opinion, makes a great cake baker decorator?
Someone who knows how to fix things. You can't, I don't know.
And what, in your opinion, makes a great cake baker and decorator?
Well, someone who can get to the venue on time, make sure the cake is beautiful, even if there was a disaster, knowing how to fix it and your customer still being ecstatic.
Okay, so what makes someone a bad baker or cake decorator?
Someone who doesn't care. I mean, yeah, you can mess up, but you have to know how to fix it. You can't just decorate to cover up. I mean, you can, but a great decorator would know just how to fix it instead of trying to cover something up.
Okay. How do you think you'll handle the quick fire baker challenges and working in a group for the bigger challenges?
Okay, so for the quick fire challenge, I just have to say I am very excited about those, because that is just like the ultimate challenge, and I love a good challenge. When it comes to the group aspect of it, I'm not as excited, just because I know that probably on the show everyone is going to want to be the leader. And of course, so am I. And I'm afraid, not afraid, I just don't want to be on one of those groups that all they do is fight. And I just want a clear consensus and get it done and have Buddy love it.
Okay. What kind of a role do you generally play in groups?
The leader. Duh. I mean, come on. I've got a strong personality. I'm from Texas. I know how to get things done. And I want to make sure they get out right,
Okay, if you're up against other contestants, will you be competitive in order to win the life-changing cash and prizes? How far will you go to win, and how will you play the game?
Well, of course I'm going to be competitive. I would not be trying to get on the show if I wasn't competitive. I love a great challenge. Love it, love it. I thrive on it. When it comes to what kind of competitor I'll be, well, I don't want to say that I'll be, some stereotype, but I would like to think that I would play it fairly. I would be nice, but still let you know how I feel, and come out the winner and not have thrown anyone underneath the bus or hurt anyone in the process.
Are you better at competing head-to-head or teaming up?
Oh, head to head.
Head to head?
Please don't put me in another team. Please. I know how to win, just all by my lonesome.
Okay. Can you put on a good act when you're working with people you don't like, or is it hard for you to hide your feelings?
Oh, it's definitely hard for me to hide my feelings. I guess it's one of my bad traits. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, but I will put on a smile.
Okay, so you've seen the competition shows. And on a lot of those shows, there's the clear types of competitors, the sweetheart, the drama queen, the type A, bitchy type. Who are you?
Probably a mix between the sweetheart and the type A bitch. Can we put those into one? I think we can.
How do you handle stressful situations, and how do you react to that?
Well, people would probably tell me that I throw a small little temper tantrum. But I would like to think that I take a deep breath, slow down, realize that it's not as bad as it seems, and get to work.
Okay. How does baking and cake decorating mean to you? What does baking and cake decorating mean to you? Has it ever got you through a hard time?
Well, I wouldn't say it's ever gotten me through a hard time, but I definitely would not be the person that I am today without cake decorating. When I got out of high school, I had no clue what I was going to do. I thought I needed to go off to this big, huge college and be super successful before all of my friends. Well, that didn't work out. So I moved back home and had no clue what I was going to do. Got a job, just to pay the bills and stuff, and then I came across decorating. My mom and I took a basic cake decorating class together, and I fell in love with it. So I kind of found my niche, and I'm so excited. Cake decorating is my life now, and I would not know what to do without it.
Why do you want to be on the show?
To prove everyone that I can do this. There are a lot of my friends who I thought were behind me that aren't. And I just cannot wait to show them that they can shove it, because I can do this. I know I can do this, and I know I will succeed. And then, of course, there also, the money. Of course I want the money. I mean, I'd be able to open up my own shop. I wouldn't have to go through 5 million banks trying to find a bank loan. It'd be amazing. And then, of course, to be able to work underneath Buddy and learn everything that he knows, that's priceless.
Okay, and why should we pick you to be on the series? What makes you unique and different from everyone else?
Well, 1, I'm from Texas. You have to have a Texan on the show. 2, I'm just awesome. And 3, again, I'm just awesome.